ruined your toilet, and B, there's a big piss off spider in there, so shit yourself. Which, good thing I was on the toilet.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, as we promised, we're going to be looking at the Scenic. Now, the story about this is not a very good one, unfortunately, for the owner. He originally contacted me because he broke down and he said his battery was dead. We went to go and give him a hand. His battery wasn't flat, was it, Jack? No. There was another issue. There was coolant out everywhere and it would not start. So he then couldn't get a tow back. So he then decided to go and get it towed by somebody that he knows. We don't know the person, and long story short, that person did not know how to tow a car. So if anybody's watching this and you're not sure how to tow a car, please do not tow anybody's car, because what happened in this is now basically we think his steering rack's broke, his bottom arms. Yeah, it's pretty much wrote this car off, we think. We're going to check it, but we had suspicions it was the head gasket to begin with anyway, didn't we? But now there's just so much stuff wrong with this car, it's just beyond repair. I mean, it's got camber on it. It looks like it should be, you know, like a stance car, shouldn't it? Like literally, should be a stance car, but it's not, clearly, it's a Scenic. But what happened is with the tow, is the rope went under the wheel. The Land Rover that tried to tow him didn't take up the slack. He then accelerated at full force with it around the axle and everything else, and you can imagine what happened. This happened more than once. I think it was about 4 times, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah. So you can imagine what sort of damage that is. So please, if anybody is watching this and you don't know how to tow anybody, please do not tow anybody. Make sure you're getting somebody to tow you. Unfortunately, the person who owns this has learned his lesson, but we're going to now check it over. We're pretty much sure that this thing is going to be right off, because the repairs that it's going to need doing isn't going to be what the car's worth. So we're going to show you some of this stuff on this. This may just be a quick video because, to be fair, we know that the head gasket's gone already. We're not going to, like, you know, go and check all that. We know it's gone. Well, it's on its way out, should I say. So there's no point in us going into depth on that. We're going to check all the front end. The steering wheel can be straight, but one wheel is like this and the other one is like that. So again, tracking could be out, but also bottom arms bent and suspension bent and all that sort of stuff. So, without further ado, Jack's going to smile. And we are going to look at this Scenic. Now Simon has just finished having a poo. Haven't you, Simon?
Yes, I have.
Did you enjoy it?
A, ruined your toilet, and B, there's a big piss off spider in there, so shit yourself. Which, good thing I was on the toilet.
Please just close the door. Please. Jack is... He needs a hazard sign on this unit door now. Jack, I thought you were... Yes, keep him in there. You can smell your own mistake, Simon. Smell it, Simon. Embrace it. Before we go any further, I'm going to show you this camber on this wheel. You can see right there, Jack's just jacking it up. You can see that it just literally goes this direction. Also note, steering wheel is straight, so look at that wheel there. Come around this side, you can see straight away this side's turning out, which it shouldn't be at all. Again, this has got camber. You can see where the pressure on the bottom of the tyres got too much because bent arms and such. as well. So we're going to jack this up and then we'll show you a little bit underneath as well. So we've literally looked at this car for about a minute so far. Shocker's absolutely knackered on this side. Bottom arms are bent underneath as well. It's got a oil leak, coolant leak, which is dripping on the floor already. This side as well, shocker is absolutely knackered. If you also remember as well, I said that the towing rope went around the wheel. Now we're going to show you the damage. Si, just turn the wheel and just listen. Can you hear that? Turn it back. And again. Right, so full lock it to it right now for me. Now you can hear that noise, so obviously that means there's something not right underneath here. So, let's see if I can get you guys under. But, where we're looking, I can't, right, here we go, right in front of us. Just here, that's his steering rack. It's completely bent. You can also see further damage down as well. This is what we're looking at. Hang on, let me see if I can point. Just there. It's bent on this side. It's what you can hear clicking as well. And yeah, it's not looking very good. So the damage on this car so far is going to basically outweigh how much it's actually worth already before we've even checked anything else. We're going to continue to look at some other bits, see if we can find anything else. But again, this is due to somebody not knowing what they're doing when they're towing a car. And what's happened is this car now is basically written off because it's not just worth repairing it. It might have been worth repairing just the head gasket, but to have all this stuff on it as well, it's just not worth the effort, is it, Jack? No, basically it's not. Is it really though? Let's be honest. Like, it's not really worth doing it. Like, that's bent really bad. We've literally checked the car for 2 minutes. It's bent so much on that side. Shockers are fucked. Lower arms are all bent as well. Anything else you found? Oil leak, coolant leak, top mounts. Yeah, so it's just a lot of stuff on this car. We're going to check a few other little bits just to make sure, but at the same time, we're just probably going to advise this customer to scrap it and look for another car. Unfortunately, he should be taking this up with the guy that towed him. So yeah, it's a sad case really. Do not let anybody tow you if they don't know what they're doing. Hey Jack, because this is what happens. Upon further investigation on the Scenic, the bit where the top mounts are and the bolt goes through, that's actually bent the actual framework as well. So again, more damage than the car's actually worth. And it's, Jack's just dropped one and it absolutely killed me. I'm going outside to record this. It's raining, and bear in mind there might be a little bit of wind, so I do apologise, but I'd rather be in here than stand near that toxic thing. But again, with this Scenic, we've already informed the owner of it, and he is going to just scrap it and look at getting another car. We're also going to show you as well what this car does when you let go of the steering wheel. Obviously this is going to be controlled and safe. We're going to reverse it out here. There's an open car park just behind us, and he's going to let go of the steering wheel, and it actually starts turning wherever it wants because of the issues on the car. So again, I keep saying this, but just do not let anybody tow you that don't know what they're doing, because this car is now basically no more.
Just listen to it. You can just hear the air escaping.
I know. As we mentioned earlier, steering wheel's straight, but the width, it just don't want to go wherever it wants to go. You want it to go in a straight line, but look. So Jack's just going to let go of the steering wheel now and back it up slightly. Look, you can see his hands out the window. It just wants to lock wherever it's going, and you can see Jack has his hands out the window still. It just literally wants to go wherever it wants to go. So this is actually really dangerous. So yeah, we're going to park this up where it needs to go, and then we'll get back to you. Oh, no hands. And it's new Tesla. Unfortunately, this video has been quite a sad one for the customer, and it really. It's one of them things that we don't like to see, which is why we keep stressing about don't get towed by somebody that don't know what they're doing, because now that guy has just caused so much more damage than what was actually needed to be done. So what we're going to end up doing now is we're going to finish this video, but we are going to bring the Insignia in because he is wanting the head gasket fixed, and Simon's dancing behind the camera. But what you don't realise is the camera actually faces both ways, so I've just been recording him as well.
No, he hasn't.
No, we are going to bring the Insignia in, and then we're going to start stripping that down for the head gasket because he does want that fixed, so you will see that. We may have to split that in a few videos because we're going to have to send the head off to be skimmed and all that sort of stuff, and they could have that for a few days. So we'll see what happens. Make sure you're liking this video, comment down below, and subscribe, guys. And don't let anybody tell you that you don't know what you're doing. Please do not. Like Simon, for example. Don't let him tell you.
Fight me.
Peace, guys.
What?
Bye.
Oh shit.